Hi everyone, I am Revati, Assistant Professor of Chemistry in the Department of Humanities and Science. I am prepared from Environmental Science and Sustainability, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, second year, 4th sem. Subject code GE3451. Course objective: to teach the basic ideas about the environment, ecosystem, and biodiversity, with special focus on India and how biodiversity is conserved. To explain the causes, effect, and control or prevention methods of environmental pollution and natural disaster, and then to help understand the global and Indian situation of renewable and non-renewable resources, why they are degrading and how to protect them, to introduce the idea of sustainable development goals and show how economic and social factors are connected to sustainability. Also to understand climate change, carbon credit and environmental management. To encourage sustainable practice and give a broad understanding of green materials, energy cycles, and the role of sustainable urban development. The first unit for environment and biodiversity. What is environment? The environment includes air, water, soil, plants, animals, and human beings. It provides our basic needs like food, shelter, and energy. The scope of environment is a provides method for problem identifications and also gives insight to find solution. Then the ecosystem is of a concept. Ego refers to the environment and system refers to coordinate units. The ecosystem is a basic fundamental unit of ecology of a living and non-living environment. Then energy flow is in an ecosystem is a supply of energy and nutrition is must for all organisms to survive. So the transformations of energy is on ecosystem being first with the input of energy from the sun. The best examples of photosynthesis. This is the primary production and important of energy flow in an ecosystem. And other examples of ecological pyramid and food chain and etc. The biodiversity is the three main types. The first type is specific biodiversity. Specific diversity is measured in relation to given area. Then again, genetic diversity. Genetic diversity refers to the variation of genes within species. Genetic diversity can be measured using a variety of DNA based and other techniques. The third types of diversity is a ecosystem diversity. This is habitat per given unit area. The threats to biodiversity. This is the human activities or other species around the globe. Therefore, habitat degradation and loss, invasion of non-native species, pollution, over-exploitation of resources, global environmental change. Then last, ex situ conservation and in situ conservation of biodiversity. The ex situ conservation is the mainly done for of crop varieties. In this type of conservation, the threatened animal and plants are taken out from their natural habitat and placed in a special area or location. Then, the in situ conservation is the method for species are protected in the natural habitat by making their habitats protected areas. Second unit of environmental pollution. The environmental pollution is a describable change in chemical, physical, and biological characteristics of air, water, and soil. This is so many health problems of humans, animals, and plants. The environmental pollution is a four types of pollution: water pollution, air pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution. First of all, the water pollutions. The water pollution is an unwanted substance damaged in water quality parameters. The water quality parameters of physical, chemicals, or biological characteristics. The unwanted substance damaged in water quality characteristics. So the quality is damaged. So the effects of them human and animals and plants living life. The best examples of the water's pollution: lead, mercury, are fertilizer and detergents of the materials. This is impact the water quality. So effects of the central nervous system, coma, or death. The next pollution is the soil pollution. The contaminated caused by chemical substance and other substance resulting in the degrades the soil quality. The examples of fertilizer and pesticides from agriculture use which reach soil as runoff and landfilling by municipal waste or growth caused by soil pollution. The main important reasons for acid rain. This is very hazardous for soil pollution. Then the third pollution of air pollution. This is the most dangerous pollution of the world. The air pollution formed by carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, chlorofluorocarbon, and then etc. nitrogen compounds. There are many types of the hazards from the air pollution. This air pollution affect for the respiratory systems and many people's affect for the heart and lung disease. Then the last pollution of the noise pollution. The noise may not seem as harmful as the contamination of air and water, but it is a pollution problem that affect the human mentality health and contribute to a general deterioration of environmental quality. Then last, solid, hazardous and e-waste. E-waste can be toxic, is not biodegradable and accumulates in the environment, in the soil, air, water and living things. For example, open air burning and acid baths being used to recover valuable materials from electronic compounds. So this is the very toxic materials for the environment. And last, this is about them how to manage of the pollution and prevention of the pollution is the discuss about the heading for the case study on occupational health and safety management system. The third unit is the renewable source of energies. The energy has become the basic requirement of today's lives. It is an indispensable component of industrial protections, employment generation, economic growth, our environment and comfort. The need for renewable energy resources like coal and petroleum are limited and polluting. The types of renewable energy is the solar energy, wind energy, hydrogen energy, tidal and ozone energy, geothermal energy. The advantages of the renewable energy of users: the economically friendly, sustainable, reduce carbon emission, and the every hazardous of pollution. So maintainable of the global warming and etc. The fourth unit for the sustainability and management. This is the organized principle for meeting human development goals while also sustaining the ability of natural system to provide them natural resource and ecosystem services on which the economic and society depend. And then the development that meets present needs without affecting the future generation. The sustainable development goals, including goals like clean energy, climate action, responsible consumption, the pharmacies, and the not pollutions of the world. Preparations. The climate change caused by the greenhouse gases like CO2. Effects include global warming, sea level rise, and etc. The carbon credit and carbon footprint is the amount of carbon dioxide release and method to reduce emissions. The carbon footprint prepared the amount of carbon dioxide released. The carbon credit form the method to reduce the emissions. The environmental manage of the solution for industry should adopt eco-friendly technology and follow environmental laws. Fifth unit for sustainability of practice. The zero waste concept or concept. The zero waste concept is the no waste should go to landfill. Instead of throwing waste, we should reuse, recycle, or convert it into useful products. But the R concept is the three R concepts: reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce. Reduce using of plastic, paper, and electricity. Reuse bottles, bags, books. Recycles convert waste into new products. And circular economic. The circular economics is the traditional economics and circular and ISO 14000 series and environmental management. ISO 14 series is an international standard for environmental management system. That's the importance of the series for reduces pollution, improvements in environmental performance, helps industries follows environmental laws. Industrial follows and environmental laws. The life cycle assessments and environmental impact. The life skill assessment is means studying environmental impact of a product from raw material to disposal. For examples, plastic bottles for raw materials from to the manufacture and used to lost the waste. The environmental impact assessment is done before starting big projects like dams, factories. The purpose of the environmental impact assessment is the identify environmental damage, suggestion, perfection measures. Sustainable habitat. The sustainable habitat is a living in harmony with nature. The form the green building and green materials for usings. The green building form the natural lighting, rainwater harvesting, solar panels. The benefits of green building for saves energy, reduces pollution and comfortable living and peaceful of life. Then energy efficiency and sustainable energy. The energy efficiency is the using less energy to do same work. The examples for LED bulb and energy efficient applications. Sustainable energy is solar energy, wind energy, and non-conventional energy sources. The energy cycle, carbon sequestration is most importance of the sustainability. The energy cycle is the energy flow throughout ecosystem and industries. Carbon cycles is the involve our atmosphere, planets, and animals and soil. The carbon cycles most involved the atmosphere and carbon sequestrations. The process of storing carbon dioxide in forest and soil. Sustainable transport, green engineering. Sustainable transport is the electric vehicles, public transport, and cycling. This is the useful of the transport, and many uses of the sustainable transports. And the last for green engineering, designing products and systems. The green engineering designing products is eco-friendly and energy efficient. And the most of them site planning and landscaping and hardscaping.